In this video, we'll explore QuickFlows. As you can see on the pop-up, QuickFlows allow us to create and share AI-powered workflows for repetitive tasks using simple natural language. To get started, I'm going to click on the Create Flow link located on the screen, and I'll enter text that states, create a flow that references the latest stock data and summarize greatest gains and losses. This is a pretty generic and non-specific task. Note that I have a dashboard that's called 7 Days Dash, and it does include information about the Dow Jones and what the stock prices and volume has been over the past 7 days. But my prompt doesn't reference that information. Therefore, when I click Generate, the results that are returned don't reference the dashboard. Instead, you'll see a web search. I don't want this. I want to reference the dashboard. So I'm going to select the option that says Add Step. That's going to bring up several different choices. The one that I want to focus on is Dashboards and Topics. That adds another step with the initial name, Generate QuickSight Output. And on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see where we can edit this step. I'll leave the title at default, but for the prompt, I'll enter Extract all data from dashboard. Notice that the interface has given us dashboards and has settled on 7 Days Dash as the default dashboard, which is the one that I want. That is the dashboard that we were looking at just a moment ago. I'll click on Save. Now I'll scroll to the bottom of the steps and hover over the far left-hand side of the last step and click and drag to move this to the top. Now I no longer need retrieve latest stock data, since that is the stock data that was going to be retrieved via the web. So I'll click on it and select Delete. Notice that the result is that we break dependencies. So let's address that issue. I'll click on Analyze Greatest Gains, and in the resulting editing window, I note that there is a reference to invalid reference. Let's remove that reference, and note that I'm prompted to select Generate QuickSight Output as the replacement reference, which is what I want to do. That is pointing to the very first step in our flow. I'll scroll down and select Save. Next, let's address our next invalid reference problem, which will be more of the same. I simply click on Analyze Greatest Losses, and this brings up an edit panel that I can interact with. Specifically, I'll remove the invalid reference, and I'll select Analyze Greatest Gains. I'll click Save. Let's address the final step, and once again, replace the invalid reference. After clicking Save, my flow is correctly configured, and I can click on Run Mode, located in the upper right-hand portion of the interface. In Run Mode, I can further interact with chat, but for my purposes, I just want to click on Start. After 20 to 30 seconds of processing, QuickFlows will complete the run-through and generate a market summary report. This is very useful for recurring reports, perhaps generating weekly summaries from dashboard data. It's also good for data retrieval and formatting, like pulling data from QuickSight and structuring it for distribution. QuickFlows is great for workflow automation, connecting data retrieval to actions like sending emails or updating systems. And it's also good for draft generation, that is, creating initial drafts of reports that humans then review and refine.